Welcome back to another part of this F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career Mode. This is part number 3 today. Last time out, we brought our very first upgrades, and in this episode, maybe there is a little bit of hope potentially, because we have simulated 2 races since the end of the last part, the Chinese Grand Prix and Miami, and unfortunately, we did not score any points, but that's also not surprising. But I say that this might be a chance for some hope in this episode, because take a look at this. So thanks to a very cool feature with a database plugin for this game, which I'll link down below in the description, we can see an R&D chart, just like the other F1 game now, where I can visually show you, and this is a much better way to see our progress in the game. And you can see, going into this next race at Imola, we are now no longer the worst team on the grid. We have just got ahead of Kick Sauber. So there's cause to be a bit hopeful, and the reason for that is, since the last episode of Japan, we simulated China and Miami. I'm going to show you the results in a second, but we've done some good work on the car. We have brought a brand new rear wing to the car, which obviously we started designing in the last part. You saw that. We also started a new suspension to try and help the tyre preservation, because I felt like the tyre wear was something we really need to improve. So we've improved that. So we've got 2 more upgrades on the car going into Imola. Rear wing, obviously we made that massive drag reduction update hopefully on it, and the suspension. We also, meanwhile, in between Japan and now, we also voted on a regulation change for the 2025 season. So the next season in the game is going to be a regulation change, and if I can find the email, it was basically a vote on a minimal or a somewhat, you know, sustained vote on the regulation change. Here we go. A moderate or a minimal regulation change. Now, technically, you know, as a small team, you maybe could benefit quite a lot from a big regulation change. Maybe you can, you know, do a Brawn GP and, you know, make a massive step. But I feel like with the lack of cash we have right now as a team, lack of resources, we could actually get very hurt by a big regulation change right now, because I don't have too much resources to put into research, because we still want to obviously bring upgrades for this year's car. So I actually voted for minimal regulation change, and that is what we got, as we voted in favour for that. McLaren did as well. No surprise, McLaren would love to keep their trajectory into next season. Just like in real life, there's no regulation change, so they're going to continue, and the grid's going to get very close, even closer hopefully in real life. But in the game here, we do have a regulation change, but it's no surprise McLaren want to reduce the, you know, percentage of that, and obviously other smaller teams around us have also voted for that. Surprisingly, Sauber didn't want a smaller regulation change, so maybe they were pinning a lot of their hopes on putting a lot of research into a regulation change, but it'll just be a minor. And in terms of the results then for the previous races, so in China, Lando Norris actually won the Chinese Grand Prix, so he breaks the Verstappen streak of winning Bahrain, Jeddah, Melbourne and Suzuka. Lando on top in China. So in game here, he has won his first F1 race, 1 race earlier than he did in real life, at Miami of course in real life. And in Miami, it was business as usual. Verstappen won ahead of Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. In terms of, for us, what the results were, well, 20th and 21st at Shanghai around the Chinese Grand Prix, and then Miami, it was, well, not much better. 20th, and then O'Ward actually had a DNF as he crashed, and that's actually another thing we had to do on the car, is we had to manufacture, or we are manufacturing, a new rear wing. The new one's actually coming on to replace him. The underfloor, we've got to make one of that, I think, but we may have one in the pipeline being designed right now. And then side pod, I've also got to do one, but I think I need to wait, potentially. Yeah, I need to wait to manufacture one, unfortunately. So O'Ward might be in a bit of a sticky situation, to be honest, because we're making all these things, but you know, that's the spare one I'm making for O'Ward. But rear wing, that's the new one, so that's going to come in. That's the new suspension. So O'Ward's lucky that he actually broke his old rear wing and suspension, because we've got new ones coming in. But yeah, I thought compared to last episode, I'll just condense the kind of, you know, simulated races by doing them off camera and just giving you a more condensed kind of overview of how things are looking going into Imola, and hopefully you guys really enjoyed the R&D chart kind of visualization of where we are. So let me know in the comments below if you prefer that, to kind of condense all that kind of admin and stuff into more succinct kind of manner, so we can just get straight into the actual racing action, the race that we're managing, which is Imola, because we've got to manage Imola, because we're now, for the first time technically on paper, not the worst car on the grid. So there is a lot more hope coming off the back of Japan, where we did have that very good qualifying. So come on, could this be it? I'm not thinking points, but I'm just thinking, could this be a race where we're actually attacking some cars, maybe racing genuinely for like I don't know, like 17 or 18, and we're maybe on only one lap down, potentially. I know that sounds so mental to say, but that's the hope. But one last thing before we get into that Imola race, I want to look at facilities, because that's actually a part of the biggest issue that the mentality of the team has got a problem with now. Negative mentality, obviously, since the start of the career, which is just absolute wonderful stuff, team. Great team morale. But their biggest issue right now is facilities. So I think we need to actually spend some money on facilities. We've neglected spending any money on facilities. I kind of almost, I'm not going to lie, forgot about the fact that we could improve the facilities right now with money. And, you know, it's going to be a bit painful, but you've got to spend money to make money. 4.5 million for a car parts test center. That will improve downforce, engine cooling slightly, drag reduction, DRS delta, tire preservation. I think that's a really good thing to buy. 4.5 million to start off the episode spending. It's a big amount to spend, but I think we have to do it. We're going to buy the car part test center. I think I also want to buy a team hub, because that will improve the team attractiveness. It will also improve the mentality, which might help a little bit, and also weekly development of the entire team. So we're going to buy a team hub for only 800k. Not that much, so that's okay. So we're buying a team hub. We're still not going to buy you lot a boardroom, because there's no point. All it gives us is race confidence gain of 5% for the board. Right now, we're fine. When I'm up against the ropes and I feel like the board in-game might fire us, then we'll buy a boardroom. But for now, the board can stay in a shed for now. And what else? I feel like we just go for the suspension simulator as well. Like CFD simulator, to upgrade it will cost 10 million. That's a big amount of money to make an upgrade. So let's go for upgrading to the suspension, or sorry, not upgrading, buying a suspension simulator for 6 million. That's a lot of money to spend in one episode, but honestly, I think we need to risk it a little bit with the cost gap and the finances at the start of the season here, just to really start making some headway in some results. So there we go. 2 things under construction, or 3 things under construction, and over 10 million I think that is spent in this episode. We are making moves, okay? This HQ, we're making moves. We're making moves. The one thing this team definitely can do, though, is achieve our sponsor targets right now. All we've got, actually, to be fair, is sponsor work and inshallah. That's all we've got going for us right now. But it's calm. We're still bringing in the money. We're almost like a pyramid scheme if you think about it. We're just bringing in money and spending it and not actually doing much, to be honest. But again, we roll on. We've got to get the money in because that keeps the lights on. We do have some improvements for staff as well. Race engineer is improved by 1. So that's at least, you know, that's at least a positive, that the team is slowly, you know, improving. And look at this, the mentality now, that was all the way over here. It's now up to here, because I think they've seen we've bought the facility upgrades, potentially. It's still the biggest issue, but once it gets built, maybe that'll be a big positive. Bearman's actually not upset anymore. He's actually just neutral, so maybe Bearman sees the vision, and he's maybe looking forward to Imola. Oh, it's raining as well! Could we be in the money? It is a very wet one, but this is Friday only. Please, please, for the love of God, give us some rain on the race. I just want some little measly chance of maybe trying some sort of audacious strategy call that could work out for something. Oh, light rain. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. That may mean just it rains the entire race, though, so who knows if that's going to allow us to do anything, you know, interesting in the race. But There's some rain. It's our first wet race of the season, that might be. We've already had a very good wet quali in Japan, so let's hope those vibes can continue for a wet quali here and a wet race. Come on! Just doing the setup for one final time before qualifying. There definitely is, I saw this online as well. I think this might be slightly broken, because every time you simulate a session, their setup windows go wildly out of, like, place. So this may lead a little bit of tweaking Frontier, but we're going to try our best to get it right for the final part. That's not bad, you know. I think that's all right. That might just be on the money, hopefully. Going to go with one flying lap to start them off with on these inters. I might try two flying laps later in the session, because one of you guys said maybe cooldown laps might be beneficial in this year's game, because cooldown laps did not work in F1 Manager 23. But let's see. Wet qualifying. Let's manage it, absolutely, because it could be another great one like in Suzuka. Cars going out on the green wall. Inters get out there early. I didn't actually see the weather report, so let's see. Is it going to dry up or no? No, okay. It's going to be pretty wet the entire time. What's this, though? The expected traffic at the end. Okay, fair play. Right, yeah. So yeah, let's get them out nice and early. I'm going to manually control them and go attack just to get the tire temps up. Right, keep an eye on these guys as they come through. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. That radio's blocking me. Push. Deploy, and then O'Ward comes through the final bend, push, deploy. Go, 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 boys. Go. Oh, lovely bit of clean air there for Behrman and O'Ward. Come on, lads. I want to see the same vibes as we had in Japan. Okay, Behrman comes through the final corner, running to the line on his first flying lap here. What is it going to be? It is a 199. No idea if that's good or not, but let's see what O'Ward can do. If they're close together, that'll be pretty promising, because it means no one's kind of made a mistake or, you know, is off the pace a little bit. Let's see. Crossing the line, O'Ward. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's quite close. Under 0.2 of a second. That's okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. But let's see what everyone else is doing as both drivers now head to the garage. And I'm sure people will go a lot quicker, but I'm happy with that. Let's switch to another set of inters. Oh, we need to... Oh, no, we need to save inters for the race now, don't we? Let's stay on the same set of inters, but let's just fuel them up for another lap, actually, because that's enough tyre wear on that one inter, to be fair. So let's stay on the same tyre. Stay on the same inter, just fuel up for another flying lap. Meanwhile, others are coming through. Oh, Ocon. Ocon goes 0.2 quicker. To be fair, we don't care about Alpine. We should actually be looking at Kick Sauber, because we are now technically better than them on paper. So we should be actually focusing on Sauber to try and beat them in the sessions going forwards for the next couple of races, basically, until we make that next step to maybe catch Alpine in the R&D chart. There's maybe a bit of space here, so I'm going to wait for Perez to come through, and then maybe we can send... Yeah, let's send Behrman out now. Wait a little bit, and then send O'Ward out. Go, go, go. Yes, we've done really well there. Hang on, take manual control. Attack, manual control. Attack. We've done very well there. We've done very well. That's a good amount of space, you know, for Behrman and O'Ward. Good stuff. Right. Fast forward that to the end of the lap. And then they come through, pushing and deploy. Not as much battery this time around. It's a little bit concerning. Hopefully they're all right on battery for the qualifying lap as O'Ward comes through, push and deploy. Okay, it was great work on the clean air for the out lap. It's absolutely screwed us over, these guys coming out just as Behrman starts the lap. How are you meant to foresee that? There's no way you can foresee when they're going to come out. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, Behrman's definitely held up there a little bit by the Sauber, ironically. Sauber actually maybe know they're our new ops, and they just held up Behrman there a little bit, you know. Behrman, what's it going to be? 2 yellows. I might actually just bring him in. I might bring him in. I might tell him just come in. Come in. You're not going to improve, are you? O'Ward, what are you saying? 2 yellows as well? Yeah, you're not improving. Come in, come in. We got screwed over by traffic there so much. So much traffic. Let's just chill out. Let's wait for the end of the session. Right. I feel like we can afford to use one new set of inters. I think we can afford to do that. Right now, what are we saying? O'Ward is P18. Where's Behrman? Behrman's P16 right now. Yellow flags. Who's that for? Is someone stopped on circuit? I can't see. Oh, Ocon span it. Ocon span it. at the chicane. Easy to do. Very easy to do. Just ask Charles Leclerc. Yeah, you lost the car in 10. Behrman right now maybe could get Q2, you know, although I've just seen Hamilton is P21, so that's definitely going to be Behrman back into the drop zone. But right now, both cars beating both Saubers. So that is on point. That is on the goal we want today. Just going to wait, though, for the right amount of space. Going to wait to the right at the end of the session, I think. Right, there's good space there. Go, Behrman. And then go O'Ward. Go. I hope that's enough time. I really hope that's enough time for both of them to get round. Right, Behrman comes round, pushing on the fuel. Deploy. He's got a good amount of room, I think, there. Maybe. O'Ward pushing. Deployed there. Behrman. Lovely bit of room there. Lovely bit of room there. And the same for O'Ward. Very good. Yellow flags, though. Is that... I'm going to guess. Is that Stroll going off? Is that him off? No. Okay. No. Okay. Behrman. In clean air. Come on, son. Come on. Let's see. Oh, that's a very nice visor cam here around Imola. Come on, mate. Come on. Let's see what you got. First sector yellow only. Second sector yellow as well. He's not improving. He's not improving. Bottas with a mechanical issue. I think that is. Maybe, or what? A penalty? Did he crash with... Oh, battery empty for Behrman. Battery... Is it battery empty for O'Ward as well? Is that the problem? Is that the problem? We didn't harvest enough. I think that is the problem. We didn't harvest enough. O'Ward's going to run out of battery as well. The line. We did not improve there. We didn't improve.
Overtake.
And Joe Guanyu's beat us by a tiny margin. 1,000th of a second. Joe Guanyu's beat Behrman. And O'Ward couldn't beat Bottas by 1/10. But Bottas has a penalty of some kind. Maybe is that. But I think the problem compared to Japan is we were running out of battery there. We weren't doing that in Suzuka. So maybe that's a little bit back to the drawing board of how best to do qualifying. But I'm not going to lie. That's a bit disappointing. 20th and 22nd. It's not as good as Japan. But maybe Imola just doesn't suit us as a circuit. Maybe. It's a wet race tomorrow, so there's maybe opportunities to come. It is tight between us and Joe Guanyu, so in the fight with Sauber, to not be the worst team, it's fine margins. It's fine margins. And in Q3, it's a front row lockout for Red Bull in wet conditions, so they're looking pretty good. This doesn't seem too great, Behrman Award, but let's see. Let's see what the race holds. You just never know. Looks like... Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's the weather temperature? What's the weather saying? Track graph... Oh, it's going to start dry and go to wet. Oh, we absolutely must start on inters. Surely. We have to try one of the cars on inters. One of the cars has to start on inters. I think we have to risk it. Surely. Or do we risk it on... Or are the AI going to do that? And if we go softs, we could gain a lot. Oh, I don't know, you know. On F1 Manager 23, last year's game, there was a few instances where you would think, oh no, it's going to be dry for a good number of laps. So let's start on dries. And the AI went on inters. That there got me thinking the other way. I was thinking, go start on inters. But actually, we could get, if the AI, if they went on inters, we could gain a lot starting on softs. But because this is the strategy it's given me naturally, I actually think we start on inters and do it the other way and try and gain that way, maybe. I could be overthinking it. I don't know. Oh, let's split them. Should we split them? I think that's the best option. Behrman's higher. So he's got... Well, I mean, they both have a lot to... They both don't have anything to lose, to be honest. So I'm going to start Behrman on softs because he's worse at tyre wear. O'Ward might be able to keep the inters in check. We had 100% setup satisfaction with Behrman and 97 with O'Ward. That's the best setup work we've had so far, by the way. I didn't see that in quali. So that last bit of adjustment really worked. So, come on. Raining. Okay, we didn't do so well in quali, but raining, 100% setup satisfaction. Surely something's got to come from this race. I beg.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Zhou Guanyu will know exactly what's expected of him in this race.
While I imagine many are looking at the other end of the grid, I'm keen to see what they can achieve from P19.
And it looks like we're good to go. This is it, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's light.
All right, here we go. 5 red lights and we're underway. Everyone is on softs, apart from O'Ward. O'Ward, take it easy. Take it easy. Conserve the tyres. Just take it easy, mate. All you're doing is trying to get to that wet period, okay? Take it very easy. I really hope those inters don't burn out. They probably will do, knowing my luck here. Bearman, meanwhile, let's just go full blitz. Let's go full blitz. There's no point saving tyres for him. And he's up to 19th, you know. He's actually made an overtake. He's overtaken Zhou Guanyu. He's overtaken Zhou straight away. There was some focus on him in the race intro as one of our rivals, as it's the first race where we're not the worst team on the grid, and we actually might actually look like we're attacking the Alpine here. Oh, go on, Bearman! Yes! Make a little dive. Come on, that was the first time there was any semblance of some aggression and some actual genuine positivity going on from our car. Come on. Come on. All right, O'Ward is struggling. He is very much struggling. Is there anything I can do? Avoid high-risk curbs, driving clean air. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. The rain is on the way. The rain's on the way. Oh, 10 laps. It's coming. 7 laps, it might start falling. So just, it's going to be a long 7 laps for O'Ward. But maybe, just maybe, that might help us in some sort of way to jump someone in this race. You've got to try these things. From the outside, I'm sure a lot of you are just saying that's just such a dumb thing to try. But we've got nothing to lose. We've got this. He crashed out in the last Grand Prix, so we've literally got nothing to lose. And I actually missed it. Bearman's overtaking Gasly. Hang on a minute. Sorry. We've got one of the Frenchmen. We have got Gasly. Bearman, when he doesn't have to tyre save, is actually cooking a little bit. 18th place. Come on. We're actually pulling away a little bit from the Alpine. Rain starting. O'Ward's been told the rain is starting. This is it, mate. Just keep the tyres in check. It's painful right now, but it's going to come towards us. Meanwhile, with Bearman, he's pushing hard. Here, first droplets of rain there. First droplets of rain on the onboard camera. Yeah, it's really starting to rain now. Gasly's chasing us. We've got a mechanical issue for Stroll. So for the first time, an AI has got a mechanical fault, maybe, as Bearman looks to try and hold off Gasly. Oh, the Alpine's going to streak past with DRS. But the rain's starting to fall. I'm really hoping it can come a bit quicker. And then O'Ward might be laughing later. But Bearman's been overtaken by Gasly. But as we saw, Alpine genuinely are quicker than us. We should be holding on to the Saubers, though. We need to do that. Yellow! Oh, yellow flags! Oh, yellow flags! Sergeant's off! Sergeant's off! Bearman's up to P17! Come on! Come on! It's a spin there. Oh, the Sauber's about to overtake us, but let's look at this. Oh, it might be the Haas or no. Oh, wet curb. Oh, he sent the Alpine off as well. Oh, chaos. Chaos in the wet race. Yes, give me more of this chaos. This is what we want to see. The Williams spins it on the wet curb. Bearman side by side with the Sauber. Come on, you got to... Oh, I put him on all his defend, but now go neutral. Let's attack the Sauber. Come on. Attack the Sauber. Push the fuel a bit. Attack the Sauber. Come on. As the rain is starting. It's still coming, but... O'Ward, how long... this radio thing needs to move away. 19... Okay. 19 seconds behind. He may not be gaining much in the race now, to be honest, but it was worth a try, huh? It was worth a try. Let's push the fuel a bit. Let's go deploy. Oh! It's Spinala! Spinala for Zhou Guanyu! Yes! Yes! It's a crash involving multiple cars. Does it involve our car? Oh dear. Does it involve our car? Zhou Guanyu, what happens to him? Here's the onboard replay. Just comes through. Oh, he spins it! Big spin. We go through. No, we didn't get involved. We weren't involved. Ah, suck on that, mate. Suck on that, losers. Losers. Suck on that, Sauber. Come on. 17th place for Bearman. Oh, does he have an issue? No. It's just pit stop window. Okay, cool. We're up to 17th with Bearman. Doing a good job ahead of quite a few cars, to be honest. Oh, my God. They're all attacking us, though. Oh, no. Bottas just pulled down our pants there. How is he so quick? How's he got us so quick? Oh, our tyres are in disarray. That's why. What's happened there? How are our... Oh, what? No, something's happened here. Oh, we got a penalty. What? Oh, so we must have made contact then. We must have made contact with Zhou Guanyu. That's how he span. We must have made some contact. And our tyres got cooked or something. I don't know. Oh, for flip's sake. Really? Oh, so much for maybe this could have been a race of hope. Well, we'll just continue on like we are. The tyres are shot. Yellow flags. For what? For who? Bottas. Oh, Magnussen's off. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are struggling. Time penalty. What was it for? Car on the wall. Who's in the wall? Who's in the wall? Who's in the wall? No one's in the wall, engineer. What's going on? Right, Behrman got a penalty. That's a bit frustrating. I think we just pit onto Inters then. Pit onto Inters. We'll take the penalty. Right, Behrman's in. I hope he'll serve the penalty, then change the tyres. I hope that's a mechanic that is available in the game. I can't remember from last year. Right, Behrman is in. And yeah, okay, we'll take the penalty and then we'll change the tyres onto Inters. Get ahead of the curve. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, no. No. Oh, Ward spun it on the Ward intermediates. It's Aqua Minerale. And, it's a big spin for O'Ward. Yeah, I was hoping for a wet race. Well, you know what comes with wet races? Your AI making mistakes that are out of your hands. That's annoying. That's unfortunate. And so he's still last place. Behrman's made... Okay, so that was the wrong gamble. Behrman made a pit stop and still ahead of him. That's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. It was worth a try. To be fair, he's only 4 seconds behind Behrman, so he didn't lose a lot, but he still didn't gain anything. Right, the water's coming in. People, I think, are making their pit stops, I think, is it? Yeah, people in the pits now for Inters. Behrman, after the first round of pit stops for the intermediates, only 20th. We've lost out to Zhou Guanyu. Bottas is still going in P11, so he's trying to be a bit of a hero. That's a bit odd. Magnussen is ahead of us still. So we did not gain a single position with that gamble, though, Ward. But when you're so slow and you're being lapped every race, you need to try things, huh? You need to try things. Behrman, though, let's see what he can do. He's behind Zhou Guanyu. Come on, mate. Come on, let's make an overtake if we can. Please. Come on. Deploy. Let's go. Yes. DRS. He's going to make a move. On the rivals, on the opposition. He's got past this Sauber. Yes. Yes, mate. Come on. Conditions now officially damp in the session as Zhou might go back for a repass. I think we're going to be quite close together with him. Bottas, I can't believe he stayed out. And he actually made that work, and he's in 17th now. That's so annoying. That's so annoying as we're very close together. I think these two are going to be fighting each other left, right, and centre. And to be fair, even though we're better than Sauber in the R&D chart, I still feel like in terms of the driver quality, I think our drivers aren't as well as managing their tyres as Zhou and Bottas. And also tyre wear on the Inters. Oh, Hamilton's got a mechanical fault. So Stroll and Hamilton, both with mechanical issues. That's pretty good. That might actually, you know, who knows? If they retire, that could be some free positions. You never know. Yellow flags. Oh, Zhou's run wide. Yes. Yes. Zhou's run wide. Ha ha ha. Come on. We've got to take every little victory, like I said. We'll take that. Even though he's still right there, we'll take it. Oh, no. Oh, karma. Ah, that's karma. Oh, that's so karma. I'm an idiot. Oh, we shouldn't be laughing. Oh, bloody hell, we're in the grass. That's karma. That's karma in the biggest way. That's my bad. But we've got a lot of fuel here, so let's just use it. We're saving a lot of fuel in the wet conditions, so let's push it. We are catching Magnussen. I repeat, we are catching another car. We have actually dropped Zhou Guanyu. Look at that. We've dropped him. For the first time, this car genuinely seems to have a little bit of pace about it in these kind of conditions. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like I'm actually losing my mind. Because we were within 1 second of Magnussen, yeah? And now we're 3.7, but it just seems like he's gaining time out of nowhere. Like he's just leaping forwards. Although, to be fair, we've leapt forwards ahead of Zhou Guanyu. Like, we're 9 seconds ahead of Zhou. So the pace is genuine. Like, we're pushing Behrman and he's pulling away from Zhou. But Magnussen's just pulling away out of nowhere from us. It's quite frustrating there. And Bottas up in P17. I mean, he does have a lot of experience under him. You know, he's probably got much higher stats than Behrman or O'Ward, so there's probably good reason why he's doing much better in this race, but It would have been nice to beat, especially after last episode when he crashed into us, into O'Ward. It would have been nice to be beating both Saubers today, but it looks like Bottas might be out of reach. O'Ward's having a terrible time on that early pit stop. He's just trying to get to that second stop for another set of inters, really. I'm going to pit for another set of inters with O'Ward. I think it's time. His tyres are absolutely cooked. They're 37%. Meanwhile, Stroll has got an orange mechanical issue now. Hamilton's still yellow. Tsunoda's got one as well. So we've got a few drivers with the in-game new mechanical problems, maybe. Things they have to manage in the race. Little scenarios they have to manage as O'Ward will come in. They're going to put him on another set of inters, obviously, and that'll be to the end of the race, that'll be. Oh, Perez has a mechanical issue. Oh, loads of people do. We've got 4 different drivers with mechanical issues. Meanwhile, at the front, by the way, Verstappen's still dominating this thing ahead of Sainz. Piastri in P3, though, for McLaren ahead of Lando Norris in P4 there. So, not much change for the top spot, but one of the Red Bulls with a mechanical issue. Interesting. How are we doing in terms of tyre wear? Lap 35. 67%. We have better tyre wear than some people, but we're not doing crazily better than others on tyre preservation. Definitely maybe the suspension upgrade helped us a bit, but I'm thinking there is still another pit stop to go in this race. I think you'll be faster in another set of inters. Because O'Ward's last lap is well over a second quicker. I think definitely a new set of inters would be beneficial. Yeah, Magnussen pits. Magnussen pits for another set of inters, I'm guessing. I think we need to cover him. We need to cover him. We're basically racing Magnussen in this race. Let's pit. Let's pit. Let's pit. Push those tyres. Push that fuel. Let's go, go, go. Box, box indeed. Behrman's in. And, oh, Tsunoda's retired because of a mechanical issue. That's massive for us. Why is the replay showing Behrman, though? What's happened? Why is Behrman cursing? What's happened, mate? What's happened? What's happened? Oh, no, it's glitched a bit. That was meant to be Tsunoda, I think. Tsunoda's out. It's a free position for us. That's good. No pit stop issue for Behrman. That's good. That's good. Right, let's go on to... Let's attack. Yeah, let's attack for a bit. Get those tyre temps up again. Sweet. Right, let's go aggressive. Ocon spins it. Ocon spins it. Is there maybe some more positions yet to come in this race as Ocon spins it in the exact same way he did earlier in the race weekend, you know? Behrman's P20. O'Ward's 21. Well, look, with a lot of fuel, though. Bloody hell. A lot of fuel. We're keeping within 3 seconds of Magnussen, but we're not really making too many gains on the Haas, which, to be fair, is fair enough. We're not really at Haas's performance level. I'm curious to see what Sauber are going to do. Joe's there in comparison to Behrman there in P20. Bottas is up to 14th. Alonso, mechanical fault. How many mechanical faults is that, then, in this race? 1, 2, 3, 4... and then 5, because Tsunoda had some. 5 mechanical faults in this race is pretty crazy, you know. Very, very crazy. Right, Magnussen's just overtaken Zhou Guanyu. It's our turn next, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Going for the move on Zhou Guanyu, maybe. Come on. For the only bit of satisfaction versus our rivals on the grid right now. Fighting for the wooden spoon with Kick Sauber. Come on. Gaining. Go on, mate. Make the move here. Make the move here. Good dive. Good dive. Good dive. No. Doesn't want to make it yet. It's all right. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. Let's go. Oh, we're not going to put deploy. I'll just go. I'll just keep it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On the left-hand side. Comes through to make the overtake. Go on, Behrman. You've got this, mate. You've got this. On the inside. The 2-stop. Making us a bit quicker than Zhou Guanyu. And we are through. Piastri with a much bigger mechanical fault. We've got 3 drivers on orange mechanical fault as Hulkenberg locks up ahead of us. Magnussen's just up the road, and he's just been lapped by an Aston Martin. We're nearly within. We are within 1 second now. Come on, Behrman. Could we get P18 at the end of the race, please? Final lap for Verstappen. He's been dominating this one. Shock horror in the lead. Sainz second. Piastri third, though. Oh! We've cut on at the right time, though. Leclerc onto the final lap of the Grand Prix. Leclerc overtakes and knocks McLaren fully off the podium. Piastri with the issue, and he must be limping because Lando will come through, I think, to get P4 potentially, or maybe Piastri can hold on, but the mechanical issues are really rampant on this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Tsunoda obviously being terminal. but big problems for Stroll, Hamilton, Perez, Alonso, mad. Meanwhile, Behrman, we are within 1 second of Magnussen, but, and we have fuel, actually, to use, sorry. We're saving a lot of fuel in the wet, and it's really putting me off, because I just keep forgetting that we've saved so much fuel. But let's see, on to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Can we really push this and go for the move on K-Mag? Use the lapped car. Make the move. Make the move. Yes. Go on. Go on, Behrman. Come on. On the last lap. Can we get 18th place? Deploy. Let's use deploy. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Verstappen's 1. I don't care. Sainz 2nd. Leclerc 3rd. Piastri will hold on to P4 versus Lando Norris. But the question is, can we get this on the last lap? Magnussen being held by the lapped car, but into the final few corners, Behrman can't get the job done, and he is going to cross the line in 19th place. But we did beat Joe. We beat Joe Guan Yu on merit on a 2-stop with Behrman. That's pretty promising. Bottas was very quick though. In a car that's slower than us technically, he beat us, which kind of maybe shows that's the difference of, that's kind of more Behrman and O'Ward where they are as drivers. But obviously at this early stage of the career, you know, you have to go with junior drivers and, you know, drivers that are lower rated, because, you know, that's the whole point of a road to glory. It's not only the car getting better, it's your drivers getting better, or the caliber of driver you have getting better. But in the end, it's once again Max Verstappen that wins it. But positives there, genuinely, the car looked a bit more, hope you'll agree, racy, you know? There was a few little moments where Behrman was having a good go. Obviously, we gambled with O'Ward, didn't work out, but we've done some good work this episode. Over 10 million spent on the HQ facilities. We've got that great new R&D graph to show you now in future episodes, and we're no longer technically the worst car on the grid, but we've just still got some homework to do for the drivers, maybe the strategy, and just need that bit more rub of the green to maybe beat both Saubers. But we're still miles off points, but so are other teams, you know. Oh no, did Williams score? Oh, Williams must have scored at China or in Miami, so they're another team with 1 point. RB have scored 9. Hang on a minute, they must have scored big in the sprint or something. So we're actually 9 points down from an RB team. 1 point off Williams. Still, we're still tying with 3 other teams. So I'll take that. Guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.